Here we
guys,
go.
welcome back. We got
Welcome.
a very special episode for today.
Super special. Not totally special, but moderately special. Well, here's the real
I'd say
question,
pretty
Robert.
special.
It's pretty damn special. But here is the thing to keep in mind with Bitcoin. Where are you at with Bitcoin? Because I've been hardcore selling Bitcoin, and selling it.
You have.
I told this guy about Bitcoin because we knew a guy. We're not going to go deep into it because I'm a big fan of Bitcoin, but we knew a guy that was going on and on and on about buying a condo. He said, I'd rather put 120 grand in a condo than 120 grand in Bitcoin.
Now, back at that time, I think it was like $4,000 at the time.
I think it might have been 4,000.
Right
It
around
might have been
there.
3,000 or 4,000 at that time.
Should he have put that in when it was $4 grand and ran up to nearly 70K? He would be sitting pretty.
Yeah,
But
we should have done the math
he
before
didn't
the
do
video.
that.
We should have done the math before the video. But let's just say, conservatively, let's use 4 to 5 grand as a range.
Mm-hmm.
He would have had conservatively with 100 grand. He would have had 25 coins. So 25 coins today times 30 grand. What is that? What does that equal? We'll do the math later. We'll do the math later.
Let us know.
Let us know in the comments. The math. We'll do the
feed.
math later, live feed.
But let's just say that would have been life changing for almost anybody.
Right.
No matter where you live.
Right.
But anyways, have you been bit by Bitcoin?
Have you been bit by Bitcoin?
And what do we mean by that?
What do we mean? But so here's where we're at. So Bitcoin today, and I've been a big fan of Bitcoin. I had a lot of people tell me about Bitcoin, and I worked with some guys. I knew some guys when Bitcoin was $1,000 and $1,200, and they were like, all I could compare Bitcoin to was the stock market. The stock market. I grew up on stock markets. My dad told me about the stock market. I knew a lot of older investors that told me about the stock market. It's not the stock market. So it's similar, not really, but different. I'm not going to get into what Bitcoin is, the blockchain and the whole thing. That's a 30-minute video, which I don't want to do. We'll save that for later. To give you the simple, it's $30,552 a coin today. It's been as high as $65,000. Now, what does that mean? It's down $23,000. Bitcoin normally, I say normally, historically the last 3 or 4 years has been right around that 45 to 52K range, in close to that 50K range. It's dropped 43% in the last 6 months, down 23K. Any thoughts on that, Robert?
Yeah, I think that I expect it to fall much lower. I think that's expected, especially with the economic collapse and the recession, depression, all the negative words that you see circulate in the news and this and that. It's getting people scared. And what I think is it's for the institutional buyers to come on in and shake these people out and pretty much scoop up as much Bitcoin as possible. Because I think that once we hit to that 25, 22, 20K range, I think that's when we'll start our very slow ascending recovery. Back into the bull run phase. I think we were overbought. I mean, and that's what happens. I think in this bull run, and people got greedy, and we just kept printing money over and over and over, and that's what happened. So I mean, for those who didn't take profit, and I was one of them, we got to experience a really nice bull run. However, I'm really looking forward to the next one. So I tell people, stay in there, whether you're buying Bitcoin or altcoins, Ethereum, whatever you're buying, stable coins.
Right.
Hopefully not Terra, but Terra Luna. But
let's not get too deep in the weeds on that.
Whatever you're purchasing, hang tight, hold strong.
Let me say this, Robert, really quickly.
Yeah.
So when you're talking 50, 55, 60K coin,
Sure.
that's out of most people's market. I don't care who you are. Look, we're not talking about Elon Musk. We're not talking about your average run-of-the-mill person. When you're talking 50, 60, 65K a coin, that's too much. Even if everybody feels it's worth 100K, and I've read many articles that think it's going to go back up to 80, 85, and some believe even from the beginning. I had guys when it was $1,000 a coin swear to me it was going to 100,000. So they're buying this as like a religion. So when I'm telling you they're hardcore, but you're right, it has gone down. The government's trying to regulate it. China, our government. There's a lot of uncertainty, wars, and a lot of that has dipped it out. Plus, people are taking their profits and running, buying houses and doing all kinds of things. So it's dropped significantly. In my opinion, you're right. If it drops another 4 or 5K, get you one coin. You remember, scrape everything together. I'm not saying go all in, but to a degree, I mean, get you one coin, you get 25K, because look at this. Let's say you got 25K sitting in the bank getting 1% interest rate. Why not throw that whole 25K in Bitcoin? Because yes, it's not very liquid.
Historically, what has it done? It's gone up over time with patterns through the bull and the halving cycle. So What's to say why would it stop now? I mean, other than the possibility of government intervention and regulation.
Government regulation would, our government
Sure.
specifically in the U.S. would be the only thing that would mess this thing
Sure,
up.
sure.
And, you know, not
But
to get
even
too
right
political,
now,
Joe
yeah.
Biden could probably find a way to screw up Bitcoin, which he has somehow managed to do. And that's been an unbreakable blockchain up until this point. So hopefully he doesn't sink it in the ground, which I don't think he will. I think very quickly it could turn around. I mean, remember, it's 30K now, could go drop into the 2 or 3, but then very quickly, within a month, it could be at 40 or 42K.
Sure.
Like and subscribe to the
say
channel.
buy some
Comment below
Bitcoin.
if you got
Let
Bitcoin
us
or
know
you
what
want to
you
get
got.
Bitcoin.
What kind of crypto do you got? Bitcoin, Ethereum, you got altcoins. What has either made some life-saving, life-changing experiences for you? Comment down below.
Last thing I want to say, March of 2020, Bitcoin was $5,000 a coin. 5,000. Just keep that in mind. So over this horrific COVID run, these last 2+ years, it's gone up, up, up. I know the last 6 months, it's taken some downturns, but like and subscribe. Thanks again, guys.
See you later.